Hello everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and so excited to have everybody. November Lima, Nathan, MLS Morgan, Goldhound, Dustin Ferguson, Vinny Hollick, Texas Leftridge, Bottle Openers, so many people really excited for tonight's sale. I haven't done a bunch of US material in a while, and I figured it's time to do that. So, yeah, looking forward to tonight. Everything I think is going to be starting bid 5 just because everything will sell for that. Any mint? Yes, I'm not totally sure. It doesn't look like it, but I didn't want to promise it. It looks like a regular, no mint mark Philadelphia. I'm just not sure if that's the key date or something, but this is a half dime from 1853 with a small hole in it, but, much better solid type coin silver, and only $5. That's a pretty good deal to start tonight, but I know that the earliest stuff that I sell always goes for very cheap, so that's why I'm selling it early and doing some early birds. We're going to be ramping up in about 15 minutes. Probably a lot more people will show up, but in the meantime, hey Colt M Souls, good to see you. Mark 26 A Core, selling a nice mixture of U.S. coins. We've got a 1902 Barber half dollar currently at $6. Really a still a low bid at 8. Pickers of ounces. We got a Barber half dollar selling here, and J Rob 85 Tim the Turtle getting started on a nice U.S. type night with a Barber dollar that's definitely in pretty good shape. It's not incredible, but it's got a lot of nice detail and definitely an older, more historic coin. PD Blog going to pick that up early tonight. So 2 sales, both have been not profitable, which is fine, but sometimes that's how it goes. Next up, we've got a 1909. It looks like it did, as will be. 1909 VDB. So first year, they had the Victor David Brenner initialing, which was a bit rarer, and some people thought that it was way too prominently featured there right on the obverse, and so more came in and said we can't do that anymore. Eric David Larson says that's your first buy from me, so congratulations. And we've got some very attractively priced selling coins so far, going early in the night. Keep the early wheats coming. I don't have tons of them, but I do have an Indian head penny, a little bit better of one soon. But this one is the 1963D, so that was the last year that they made these. But this one is in really nice shape, and it's got a flashy, lustery. Yes, it was, as will be. It's got a flashy appearance for it. So, picked up some of these, and I wanted to keep some. Let's look at the full bell lines. It doesn't look like they're totally full, but they're decently struck up, and good piece of history. The thing to look for on these is also going to be Bugs Bunny half dollars. Those are definitely something just to be on the alert for, because they can be a lot rarer, basically. And this one, MLS Morgan, congratulations on a $13. I have a $15 link that I'm sure somebody can find on my YouTube channel or that sort of thing. And so if you have any family members who haven't signed up for Whatnot, definitely something that you can think about in terms of getting all of that free credit, $15 through it. You can't make it for yourself, but if it's for a family member, totally fine. 420 daily, Retro Ben, Kinsey 999. It's whatnot.com/ and for $5, maybe I'm gonna have to back up and make some of these sales a 20-second or something like that countdown, because a lot of these coins have been going pretty cheap. This is a US 2-cent coin, so it dates back all the way to the Civil War, 1865. Richard 101, CP, Vart, AJ Stewart, McSteve, and JX Garcia 11 currently leading on this one. But JX Garcia gonna take that one as well, and I believe all 5 of the opening ones have gone for a loss, which is totally fine. This one, we'll switch it up here. Most of the stuff tonight is going to be US material, but actually that has almost a nice tone to it as well. This one's from 1513. It's medieval Islamic silver from the Ottoman Empire. Sultan Selim the Grim issued this over 500 years ago really nice piece of history, clear. I don't want to call it luster, but it's got a really well struck up appearance and solidly valuable coin. Really nice Islamic lettering and everything. But definitely a lot older than any of the U.S. stuff, of course. Before a few minutes, we're in the Stone Mountain half. Sure, I'll do it for you. I'm a little nervous because it's a nice coin, and we've had really weak bids for stuff so far. JD Woody gonna pick up this Ottoman axe coin. So let's try the Stone Mountain here. Yeah, let me find it. This is a pretty nice, $50 with decent. It's worn, but it's a good commemorative. And I'm gonna start with the 22nd bids. But yeah, it's a really nice appearance with the generals. And these commemorative $50 classic commems often are more expensive. The Stone Mountains are not super easy to come by. Like the Colombian $50 even are expensive, but a little less expensive than some of these. These are real historic coins, and it says Memorial to the Valor of the Soldier of the South. So these were issued, I believe, to commemorate, make like the commemoration of the Stone Mountain, which is down near Atlanta, Georgia. And Dylan, you got it. I will lose money on it, but that's okay. That was what I feared a little bit here. So you win some, you lose some, I think. 1873S. Oh wow, I don't know. Nice. I don't know if that's a better date, but it's a cool coin for sure. And Barnes Papa Shark, how's it going? Gus Herrera. We've got a worn seated Liberty design. Seated quarters with the arrows means that it was a change in the weight standard, so they probably slightly altered it. But these, what are the rolls in the back? They are uncirculated wheat pennies from 1958. And T.I., yeah, Bob Shark, Old Gregor, T Knuckle, how's it going? We got, cool seated coin right here. And it's been interesting. I haven't done a lot of the US sales in a while. Raw ASCs, no, I don't have any of those. Do not. Yeah, I find that they often, and Kay Buger says that's your first purchase from me, so congratulations and hope you enjoy. Everything here is going to be, I'm aiming to have all of it out on Saturday. Really going to do my best because I've got a big World Coins, no US, World and Ancient sale that's going to come up. This one's a little bit of a nicer 1911 S, better penny date, and on the Barber $50, definitely a good bit of history as well. But that S mint mark San Francisco, they opened the mint, I want to say, is it 1848 when they open out there? I'm not totally sure, but oops, a little bit of a better coin, I think, than like your average Cull Barber $50. And 1854, let's see, what do I have from 1854? See Liberty $50. Sure, SP Creck's gonna take that one for a pretty good deal as well. So lots of deals flowing. I'm hoping that we're gonna have a little bit more action later on here tonight, but it's fun. Okay, this one actually looks pretty decent. Looks like there's a bit of a tiny indent, but 1854 seated Liberty half dime. Okay. This is to commemorate the 1854 coin. I thought that you were looking for this coin. No, Colorado, I have a mix. All of these are ancient, and then I have some world as well. But I wanted to, a lot of the viewers like US. If there's any Colorado, you can look on the sidebar. There's like a tab that says auction, and so I can sell any of the, no Korean tonight, Dojo. I can sell anything sort of on command. You just have to let me know, and I'll get that up and running. But Aristos Treasure Hunt currently in the lead on this, and that says first purchase for me. Congratulations. But yeah, if there's anything that jumps out to you, Colorado, do not hesitate. Let me know. I'll be excited to run it. Thank you. Yeah, that's something I should draw attention to. If you're interested in ancient coins and you don't want to wait, all of these, they're for $12 each. It's just a random pick of a 4th century hyperinflation Roman imperial coin. Those are in the buy it now section for $12. I've got some of these, which are Ottoman Empire, 1400 to 1700. Looks like we got a silver Barber quarter and random world silver coin. That was purchased by the real King Rowan. Awesome. So for $15. These are Cilician Armenia. Um, so there's lots of pretty cheap. I do know a good bit about ancients. Was that a good sale? Which sale? Remind me. Uh, Here we have an 1899 O. Waxing coins to protect them. I probably would not do it. Here's an 1899 Morgan silver dollar though, with actually pretty decent eye appeal on it. So for type collectors or that sort of thing, I thought that the half dime went for about what I expected it to sell for. I've lost on like most of the coins that I've sold tonight. I'm hoping not to lose, definitely. So yeah, but this one is like a pretty cool New Orleans mint coin. Don't get to sell a ton of Morgan dollars, and so I'm going to try to exhaust some of my reserves tonight. MSOL's 27, congrats. It says that's your first buy from me, so welcome to Treasure Town. Maybe it's time to switch things up a little bit and we can do a Judean Pruta coin. It's about a gram, but it's 2,000 years old. It's from about the 1st century BC or AD. There's a trident right there. And depends what, I don't know on, like, you know, I feel like silver denarii, the eye appeal is a big factor, so there's plenty that can sell for, and specific designs that sell for tons. This is only going to go for $8. Wow. These generally sell solidly ahead of, you know, I feel like $15 is a pretty good price for something like this, sometimes a bit more. I also have some higher end Judean Pruta coins that are going to be selling later. But in terms of the silver, I have one large Kopek, I think. Yes, I can run that next. But then I do want to get back to the US because, so the denarii, like, if you're buying them in bulk, I feel like I pay often like anywhere from $35, $40 for like nice eye appeal ones. If they're lower eye appeal, I'll try to pay lower. But yeah, it sort of depends. 1904 barber half dollar, I'll run this, and then I'll do this Russian Kopek after that from 1770. But happy to replace the one I just gave as a gift. JD Woody, no, that's, I don't quite understand. I don't want to mess up what you're proposing. But this one actually has nice detail as well, so currently only at $13. And yeah, the Pruta. Oh, that's replace the one I just gave as a gift. Slab NGC, same price. I feel like it depends though. Like there's also like some places sell MLS Morgan. Gonna take that one for $16 too. There's some places that sell like ancient coin grading is on a much bigger spectrum. Generally, when I sell a denarius though, I'm gonna look like $45-$50. If it's nice eye appeal, if it's low eye appeal again, like retail selling, it's also tough to get. But this is a massive, like over 40 grams. This is from 1770, Russian Empire, Imperial Catherine the Great. 65 seems a tiny bit high, but again, if it's in like really sharp condition, it's fine. But like it also depends what design it is. I would say 65 is a bit high though for the average VF denarius. So Richard 1111. But the other thing is, it's like a cool piece of history. Is that only gonna sell for $27? A great buy for Richard 111. I need to stop discussing coins instead of talking about the coins in front of me that I'm selling, but I do find it kind of interesting. Let me know if there's any special requests, by the way. 1882 looks like we just sold a pretty worn but cool Celtic coin. It's a higher end. I only have a few of them in stock, but like and it'll be fully ID'd. 100 to 50 BC Celtic Quinarius. Italy, Italian coins. I'm gonna have some really awesome Italian stuff Friday and Sunday. I don't know. I don't think I have any Italian stuff tonight though. But I think I even have a Grossi I'm gonna try to get. But 1882. This one's has some luster. Only at 35 at the moment. Jetcom. It says that's your first purchase from me. So congratulations. That's awesome. Welcome. Let's see. It says that your payment is not going through, just as a heads up. I don't know if you're aware of that, but figured I would let you know. Let's see. Here's a, let me get this. It looks like it's some sort of a phallus coin. And that's going to be, yes, a Maximinus Fallis from the Alexandria, Egypt mint in 309 to 313. I don't think I have any Buffalo nickels, no. And I can get a jeton after some of the US material, but this one actually has pretty good detail. It has a really nice laureate wreath, clear portrait in the front, and then and Jetcom says it went through. The ALE means Alexandria, and what does that say? Senio something Lusosti. So Acor 442 currently in the lead, Colorado. Yeah, I just really like the level of detail that's present on these coins too, like day in, day out. It's cool, it's fascinating to see, I think. That's just my perspective though. Yeah, currently at 15 probably has a bit more to run because I think just like well ID'd ancients, and this is not like a super tiny coin. There's definitely a lot of appeal to them knowing it's over 1,700 years old, that sort of thing. But so the other thing is like HB Pete, nice win. Sometimes I've overpaid for a lot of coins. Like again, I think I lost money on the first like 5 coins I sold tonight. You can do a lot of learning when you overpay because maybe you're going to explore that a bit longer. That that type of design. You learn a lot through that process. You just understand ancient coins, then a few months or years later, you're having much better purchasing strategy. Here's a nice shield nickel, 1882. I don't think I have tons of the shield nickels, but these were produced. They were the first design after we stopped making the half dime, which were silver, and I'll sell some of those tonight as well. As well, they've been selling well. Often they get higher prices over at Silver Picker shows than mine. So yeah, exactly, Huntsville. That's how I view it. But a shield nickel for Stylin R. It says that's your first purchase from me, so congratulations. Welcome to Treasure Town bidding. I really like how they have that notification, to be honest, because it like alerts me that there's new people who are interacting with me for the first time on Whatnot. So whether they're YouTube viewers or other places. TJ, I'm not sure that you've won yet. What was in the $50 grab bag? I forget. I think what I did is I had him put it together for me of stuff that I sent him. That's awesome, Colorado. I think I have another jeton or two. For the meantime, though, I'm just going to sell this 1898S, which is a little bit better of a barber half dollar, I believe. And we'll see where it lands. Silver dollar, yes, I do have one. So I'll run a jeton and then I'll run a silver dollar, but there also could be some more bids coming in for this one. Thanks, JX. I appreciate the support over here as well. Imbroglio Senior, nice win on that front. But let me get a jeton ready. This one looks like it's from about 1700, minted in Nuremberg for France. This is a really nice coin, Ordinaire de Guerre. I think that has to do with the war planning. It looks like the Lion of St. Mark. And then on this side we see King Louis the 14th, or I want to say 14th because he dies in about 1715, so that makes sense. They start introducing this Magnus Rex. Oh, that's awesome, unicorn coins. Yeah, Silver Picker, he's great. He has some cool shows too. Colorado currently in the lead, but what a historic coin, and really having fun with it, I would say. So, some really great history from my perspective, and something, the type of coin that it's fun to learn. I bought a big collection of these, and I've been having fun over time, just like learning more about them and purchasing. Cooper, good to see you. What's going on? Colorado sent you here. Oh, that's sweet. HB Pete took that one. And maybe we'll do, this is a really flashy Morgan silver dollar with great edge toning and a gorgeous, sort of stunning reverse, honestly. So we'll see where it ends up, but I could see this being sort of a hyper expensive. Ooh, and it's not, doesn't say it's, okay, let me, UCL, it says, okay, well, we're gonna edit this. I had it as the wrong listing. This is 19010, but get ready for a monster toner. Let's let this one go and see how it ends up. Walking Liberty coin, I'll show you in just a moment. They're really gorgeous half dollars. And they were produced with some just phenomenal reverse toning. They were produced from 1916 to 1945. This one was produced at the end of 1878 to 1904. So this was 1901. They came back in 1921 after World War One. We had a mandate to put some over for Britain. But Bodie F, currently in the lead on this super crazy Morgan dollar with some nice reverse toning. Just a lot going on overall. And I really like how it's got some real reds there. Picked this out of a coin shop, and was pretty happy to have done so, to be honest. So this one, Rob Rush, currently still in it, but I like how there's some of the greens, really luster all over the coin. But definitely an interesting one. Otis coming back for it as well, and it's so fun to be able to sell cool coins and see who ends up walking away with something neat. But this one, really like the flashy back of it. Source it. I think people pay up for nice toners. They're not like super plentiful. It says Otis 50. It says that's your first purchase for me, so big congratulations. Looking forward to shipping that out. And fellow streamer, oh, that's super cool. I try to sell some interesting stuff, and this one is going to be a Caracalla denarius. So this one is from about 211 to 217 AD, and the reverse is Liberalitas. It says Augustus, III, that's 4. So this one is a very old denarius from the Roman Empire. That's super cool, Otis. Definitely Huntsville coin. And these I think are super cool too. Like there's just so much history behind them. And this was like the base unit in the ancient times, which I think is like pretty special. Just to be able to own one for like $49. I always view that as a very good deal. And then here, people were interested in Morgan dollars. I have a pretty high-end 1878S. This was the first year that they were minted. It doesn't have the toning, but it has, not very much wear. And first year S mint, definitely a better coin and a nice addition to anyone's collection. That's super cool, unicorn. I have some ancient stuff. I've been mixing in the US as well. Large cents, yes, I do have some large cents. Let me try to bring some of them up. But Chuck Donahue says that's your first buy from me. Congratulations, well done. We'll be excited to get that one out. And let me find a large cent in here. I know that I have, and I also have some like half cents and like higher end ones too. So I want to find them. Okay, I'll sell the half cent soon. Actually, why don't we sell the half cent right now? 1804. I think that one was like a AU 58 probably, but this one is a nice coin. This one is from 1804. It's in worn shape, but it actually has really nice detail, and it's the draped bust version. So this is a lot better than like the braided hair stuff. And just a really cool, again, piece of history, sort of in that early range for the half cent type material. And yeah, like a super interesting type of coin as well. So they're not plentiful, but I was able to secure my hands on this one, and I thought that it would make a nice whatnot sell and go to TI 5 or 33535. And then somebody had asked for a large cent. This one's from 1820, so also over 200 years old. The coronet head large cent, just an earlier date in a really cool way. Oh wow, that's awesome, unicorn. There's some really cool varieties that you can learn about on them as well, or look for errors. Sample slabs. I don't have much in the way of slabs tonight. I do have some. I've been trying to get just like really cool type coins basically for today's sale. So I apologize, but this one, 1820, nice chocolate brown with wheat penny, or matron head penny, and a neat look to it. Otis 50, gonna take that one. So another solid sale, and maybe this is like a higher end half dollar with some crazy toning from 1958. It's super clean, and yeah, I mean it's a really nice coin and has a good look to it. I think the toning's gorgeous, especially in hand. Saudi Real. Thank you, Otto. Widow's Mite, yes. I actually have a higher end Widow's Mite too. I have Widow's like Pruta coins at a blowout rate of $15 in the buy it now, but those are the old, like the small and very worn type. I have some much nicer ones that I can sell, that should sell for well beyond that. That will come soon, but I want to focus on this one because really nice, flashy. Like I can't tell what type of toning it is, but it's got a nice orange hue to it. And Gerardo Rabadon, gonna take that one. Let me find exactly where I have. Okay, here it is. This is the really old. Like I'm trying to think if that's a palm tree, which it kind of looks like it. These were made during the Roman procurators. So this is like right after Jesus is born. This one was 6 to 66 AD, and was a bronze Pruta coin. So a bit larger and a ton of history, sort of right in that range after Jesus' birth though. Commemoratives, I do have some. I hadn't thought about that, Huntsville. But yeah, it's like a bit of a higher end ancient, which is always fun to sell. So it's got a worn reverse, but a really nice front and like a fair amount of depth as well, which you don't always sort of come by on these types of coins. So, you know, there's a lot of smaller Pruta, but Dr. Donut gonna win. 3 cents wheat penny rolls. Yeah, I think it's good to learn. Sometimes it's good to slow down. I'll run the wheat penny. They're all 1958D, but they're also uncirculated. They're uncirculated. Some of them have different toning on them. And maybe I'll sell. I know I have some crazy ancient stuff that I also want to sell, but this one is at 1892. It's got a little bit of tone. I mean, it's a worn coin though. But Christopher Columbus. This was the first year we made silver commemorative $50. And so, this was the result. It was a 2-year issue, but definitely Otis 50 in the lead. Definitely a great reminder of our history. Really nice boat there, and I really like the design on this one as well. So, and I do have small group stacker, gonna take that one. Let's run, and then I'll do a 3 cent. I have both 3 cent nickel and silver. This is from 63 or 64 AD. I'm gonna risk it and start this at 5. This is a really high-end coin. Monster tetradrachm. It's the Greco-Egyptian deity Serapis on the reverse. Yes, exactly, Huntsville. This one is the Emperor Nero. So just a phenomenal piece of history, super thick ancient coin here. And yeah, I really like this reverse type. It's got a lot of depth, a really clear beard, and a cool crest. You can also see some of the lettering. And then on this side, you have a nice crown bust with a clear sort of chin, nice radiate crown, and just higher end stuff. Nice also planchet detail, and it's the sort of coin that I don't get to come across too often. Like I bought a group of them a while back, and there have been some higher end ones that I've been able to put in the whatnot sales. Just so much history again. To know also, it's so cool that you get the regnal year. PD Blog gonna take this one because you know exactly when it was, like their year calendar was a little bit different. That's why it's 63 to 64. So, just something pretty incredible. Somebody was asking about the 3 cent piece though. The nice thing, so I have, let me get UCL 26-5-6 right here. These are a bit better because they're the silver ones. It's the smallest circulating silver coin in the US, and they're not easy to come by. They have a really nice, and this one has good detail too. This like beaded 3 encrusted by the cents. So it's pretty. The cardboard coin slabs are these like these. These are called non-vinyl 2x2 or vinyl non-PVC 2x2 flips. But yeah, I go with Amazon, but I buy them like 1,000 at a time, so they can be pretty pricey. But then I don't need to worry about selling them or like running out of them, which is important when you're in my position, I would say. But right here, this one's another higher end jeton from the 1700s. So I'll try this one next. But let me know again what people are most interested in. Yeah, this is circa 1718. I did some more recent. Yeah, I'll try the nickel 3-cent coin. None Bonjaw of the silvers, but Ludovicus, Rex, True Bindable. Yeah, exactly. This one is just so cool. I mean, right near the 1718 region. Amat Aurea, Condare, Sekla, and Morgan's. Sure, I'll run a Morgan next, and then I'll also try to run a 3-cent coin. But Witter coin, congratulations! Looking forward to getting this shipped out to you. But thanks for jumping in and been having a lot of fun. Everyone, Witter coin, they do an incredible coin university that was massively influential in my life. I don't think I'd be on this right now if it wasn't for them. So just a big shout out. I'm not sure who's behind bidding, but that's sweet. They're great, definitely. I'm glad to see that they're on here as well. Yeah, I don't know if it's Seth buying up my coins or somebody totally different, but Luis. Oh, Luis, good to hear from you. I still have to give away. I bought a seeded dollar from Wittercoin when I was at their Wittercoin University, and I'm going to give it away for 100,000 subscribers. I just haven't done the giveaway video yet. So Otis going to take that one, and we'll shift it up. We'll do a French coin, nice from 1965, more of a modern one, 90% silver, and it's got, you know, a very attractive look to it. The giveaway, that's going to be hosted on my YouTube channel, so definitely look out for that. Tone 3-cent, 48, wow, that's really cool. But yeah, this one, gorgeous silver coin, and I really like the arcade, you know, the tribute to the older designs as well. So great buy from HVP, but I want to now sell some really old coinage. This one is from 450 to 387 BC. It's what's called it's an oval, and the Janiform, I believe that refers to Janus, a Greek deity that was two-headed. It's a female and a male head, and then on the back we have an axe. So it's a small coin, but again, super old. From yes, same name on YouTube, exactly. 450 to 387 BC, just incredible piece of history, and I think a lot of people, you know, don't realize the incredible pieces of history that can be had. You know, Chuck currently in the lead at $47, but for, you know, less than $50, a coin that's over 2,300 years old, that really stands out to me. We'll go for a thicker coin from the Mughal Empire. This one was made from 1556 to 1605, and under Emperor Akbar the Great. Just again, very historic coin. If I win a giveaway, I don't think that they refund the shipping, but I pay for the additional shipping is how it works. And a great, again, piece of history here as well. This one from the Indian subcontinent, but there's such a variety to that, like the depths of coin collecting, that I find extremely appealing, and it makes it so much more fun to be in on like a day to day, just because there's so much different things to go after. I'm going to try to show off a really cool U.S. coin soon as well. So nice Mahmoudi sale though, again for what I think is a pretty attractive and low price 1996 Lincoln Memorial Cent. It's been struck off center, but it's really vibrant and bright, and I wanted to, you can see the zinc layer even underneath. I wanted to show that off, just given the, you know, what I was talking about in terms of crazy areas within coin collecting. So, you know, I want to try to find a few more of these ancient coins though. There's some really cool ones that I have for sale after this, but I try to get everybody a little bit of something in my sales is how, I guess, how I try to roll. The seller, yes, I'm going to do a giveaway after 5 more sales, free $50, and remember, let your friends and family know, $15 they get with my my whatnot sign up link. So maybe you have a brother who's interested in whatnot or something. They'll get $15. Basically for free. Your boy gonna win. Congratulations. Let's try. Let's run one of these Litra coins. This is a copper coin from Huron. From about 240 to 215 BC with a gorgeous Poseidon trident on the reverse. Huntsville, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was thinking it makes sense. If some of your family, wants, you could theoretically, if they're like, okay, I trust you to bid, you could buy something for $15 or something with them. The 45 silver denarius, yes, I will do my best. That's a really bad answer. Let me try to come up with introduce your family to an addiction. That's a good point. Maybe you shouldn't. The denarii are not on me. Like the ones that I'm going to give away. TJ Boss says that's your first buy from me. Congratulations. Great ancient coin coming your way. This is an example of what the silver denarius might look like. That would be sort of that condition. I don't want to promise anything too wildly good. Let's do though, this is a really historic coin. These are Achaemenid Empire Persia. This is a larger silver coin. That previous one just sold for 35, probably similar size. It's been counter stamped. It's been through a lot, but it's from Achaemenid Persia, that empire. This is the denomination here called a Siglos coin, but for something that is, 2,400 years old. There you can see the outline of the warrior king. So that's his head. He's holding like a sword behind him, marching forward. This is hyper old. I don't want to tell people like bid higher, but this is a very cool deal. And I mean the amount of history. Look how thick of a silver coin this is too. Just like a solid lump of ancient sort of civilization silver. I don't think that they did put an expiration date on the credit. Otis 50 gonna take that. Great piece of history, so look forward to getting that out to you. And again, let me know what everyone's interested in seeing here. I have one of these Celtic Quinarius coins, and then I'm going to go back to US stuff because I feel like I've been neglecting that a bit. But this one was made from 80 to 50 BC from the Aedui tribe, so Gallic, the Celts in Gaul. It has the head of Roma on the front of it, and currently it's going for very low. And then on the back we have a nice Celtic horse with the wheels and a bit of a saying there. But I don't think I have any of the German Pfennig. Another denarius. I can put up a Caracalla and Otis for only $39. That's a steal. Nice win. Let me see though. Denarius. Okay, I'll try selling this one is a Caracalla coin, and then I want to do a few of the U.S. material, but really a phenomenal coin. It's minted in Syria, and the reverse is Minerva, but it's got a nice planchet effect to it and nice depth as well in the design, which I think is like an important thing on any on any ancient coin. I like to see that there if the planchet allows for it. Any shield nickels? I sold one earlier, Richard 111. Gonna win. I'm gonna sell a Morgan dollar and then I'll look up if I have any more shield nickels. I'm not sure. This one's 1884. I'll show the reverse. But yes, I do actually have some, so let me find it. But for now, we've got this solid shape 1884 Morgan silver dollar. So it's certainly circulated, but it's a nice coin at the same time. Chuck Donahue in the lead on it. Congrats. Let's see, we got the 1868 shield nickel, and I'll get my next coin up after that. Maybe a denarius or maybe something. Any rainbow toners? I'm not sure. I don't think I have anything that's going to super satisfy that, but I can look into it further. I do have. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Constantine won a good buy. Accept details. I don't want to give too much advice without seeing the coins themselves. Yeah, that's awesome on the income tax. Definitely something to be conscious of and make sure you're not paying too much on. So, that seems like a fair or reasonable buy, Huntsville, but it sounds like a retail price is my best guess there. I have some incredible coins that I forgot I even had after this. Um, so, but currently Otis 50 in the lead. Um, and that's so cool. That's like a lot more money to be able to spend as well. Ryan Viking, good to see you here. Nice 1868 Shield nickel though. We'll see if it sells here. Goes to Ryan Viking. Congrats. This next one, I'm not sure if you've seen any of these before, but these are from the Umayyad Caliphate, shortly, I believe, after Muhammad in the Islamic states, today's Middle East. This is a dirham from 698 to 750. Paid a lot more than $8 for this, so I'm hoping it sells well, but it's a bit of a risk to put out this sort of material as well. And yeah, exactly, that's the right way to think about it. So just a really cool dirham coin here, and we'll see how it ends up, but I believe you can see this is a standard inscription. The Wasit Mint is notated by that down there. Yeah, it is a nice example. What's going on, S. Cavallaro 85 small group stacker? Gonna take that one. Congratulations, it's a good coin. Let me see what else though. I think that I have another. Ooh, this one is a big coin, and I now have them ID'd a bit better. So this one we actually know the specific ruler. This is Khusro 2, so it's exactly dated to 591 to 628 AD. Hey, Chris Osher, good to see you. Phenomenal, about 3.8 gram dram from the Sasanian kingdom, which is now modern day Iran. But these coins always stand out. Really nice planchet, large size. They're thin, but like they're also a bit more solid than some of the other material. I've got a great selection of American stuff. Just take a look. They're all listed in, so you can see what is available, sort of to start. But there's also been, I always get taken over by selling world stuff because it's fun and they're cool. But there's lots of listed stuff, and also as a reminder, everyone, a lot of the coins that I sell individually are picked out really well. High-end coins. I have some other ones, like you can buy these for 12 each. My choice. These are 4th century Roman coins. That's in the buy it now. So there's a bunch of different buy it now type coins that I would be on the lookout for. I'll run this Franklin $50, and then I'll get into a few more of the ancient material. But just wanted to put the buy it now section. It's well curated on people's radar. Looks like Otis 50 just bought a Manger coin. Some of those are really cheap. I put them up for just $7 a coin. I was able to get a really good deal on them in bulk, so trying to pass that along. But nice. I am in Connecticut, or New Jersey, or California. It depends on the month, or Texas. Ryan Viking. Oh, that's awesome. I lived in Dallas last summer. Ryan Viking gonna win that one. Nice. And I really enjoyed Texas, honestly. I thought it was a cool place. I don't know what you think, how long you've been down in Texas, but it's a good place to be. So let's see. This one is a Caracalla Denarius as well. This one's from 211 to 217. And this one has an emperor on the horseback. DC, is that DC for life is what I assume you're saying. That's a cool way. I hadn't seen it said that way, I guess, before. But this one, yeah, really nice Roman imperial coin, and the portraits are always really cool. And yeah, looking forward to getting this all shipped out on Saturday. But I feel like it's time for Christmas shopping as well. That's something I've been thinking about. A lot of this stuff makes good gifts. I also have some larger group lots in the buy it nows that can be good gifts. HBP currently leading here. And that's awesome, HBP. Sometimes you have to do it. I mean, the thing is with coins, you don't want people buying if they don't know anything about it. They can often buy really the wrong stuff. This one is a nice 1520, so now over 500 years old. Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent Medini. So a nicer Islamic. It's a little bit larger than the Axi coins. So yeah, just sort of a, I don't know, neat thing there. And currently a very attractive. Any lots for action? I can do like a toned Roosevelt dime lot. I don't have too many group lots today, but I do have some toned, two toned Roosevelt dime lots. This one is going along. I should probably sell. I have some nicer ancient stuff as well. I've been ignoring a bit. It looks like I was purchased one of the 2,000-year-old Judean Pruda coins. That'll be fun to get out to you. This one's gonna go to Otis 50. Congrats, that's a pretty good price for that. And let's see, this one is another smaller coin. You can see a nice, it's Janiform, so that's 2 female heads, and that's the reverse. That's a head of Athena. But this is, again, a really sort of special from Lampsakos in Mysia. Really nice ancient coin. So, there's Athena, there's the Janiform female heads, though it's a worn coin, but that's what happens when you have something that's like 500 BC. They're just pretty incredible. To think that that's that level of old, I find that like a wow thing. So, yeah, really cool, and yeah, I'll see where this one ends up. Maybe I'll sell to Otis, maybe other people will jump in, but great buy for Otis. Now let's see which one this is. UCL 1316. Okay, we've got a group here. It's 3 Roosevelt dimes with some interesting toning on them. Some blues. That one has a little more of a fiery look, but we got the Denver mint mark on one of them. These I just picked out of a junk silver bin. Like, that's the thing, guys, for a tip. Go to coin shops and just see what they have. The coin shop didn't even want these. They were just going to sell them for their regular silver, so I bought them for the regular silver price, and it was a huge score. I was really... Shipwreck pirate coins, I don't think I have any tonight. I'm going to have some, though, again, Friday and Sunday. I'm going to have more monster sales. These are going to be just huge in their scale. So it's like a can't miss. I may not be able to do sales on that level of size for a long time afterwards. So all I'm saying is look out for those. It should be really fun. Somebody was asking about what a Walking Liberty was, and then I'm going to do a giveaway, which I have more of later today. Pawn shop? Yeah, exactly. Totally agree. Here's the S-Mint on the reverse, World War I era US coin right here. So, figure for those who are interested in an earlier date Walking Liberty $50, this is a good pickup. But yeah, I mean, it's super, super cool. And I think interesting, definitely. Nice history, all that sort of thing. So, nice for Chuck. Awesome. Let's do a giveaway here. I'm going to give it about 20 seconds. I'll do 30 seconds or so, because then we've got some more great coins. Free $50. Oh yeah, let me do the cap bust. That's a great idea. Coming out of the giveaway, I want to do a high-end coin. I've got a cap bust $50 and dime. So let me find where the cap bust dollar is, or $50, excuse me. And we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw the winner. Let's see it. Yeah, exactly. Very high odds there of getting. Oh, that's awesome, Rob Rush. That's really cool. I'm glad it came through. Yeah, I think it's so fun to be able to do giveaways, and I also try not to do like monster amounts of giveaways because I want people just to hang out too. That's a big thing. Look up my Discord if you're not. DK Hill gonna win. Good to see you again, DK Hill. Nice. Yeah, and it's a fun coin shop because there's so many different cool things you can find. Let's get this cap bust $50 though going, and we'll see where this one ends up. Really nice look to it. Original look as well. Lots of clear detail in the fields. There's a little bit of like whatever that is going on, but that's funny as well. Dime, yeah, I'll run the dime after this. Is this only gonna go? Let's see. currently at 60 from K Bucher, but I mean, it's so cool that this is the level of detail that's still left on a half dollar that is, what, 196 years old at this point. Small group stacker leading as well. And yeah, I mean, it's just very cool. So, let's see, $81 for small group stacker, and that's so cool. Oh, that's wonderful, the gravy. That's so cool. Edge legible. Edge is, I should have seen Edge. Yeah, Edge is actually pretty legible. That's awesome. Yeah, and make sure, that's a good point. There can be some sales tax exempt. That's not an issue that I can help with if it sort of messes up, but definitely something to look into. And let's see, we've got this, it has some scratches on it, but for a little bit of a lower price, we have this 1825 dime. 10-cent coin, almost 200 years old. I mean, it'll be soon when it is. But exactly, I think the hobby is so alive, and that makes me really excited because it's meant a ton to me. I've learned so much, especially as I've gotten into ancient coins. Dr. Donut, gonna win that one, which has been phenomenal. Like, learning just about the world is just phenomenal. This one is a nice Booker T. Washington, a little bit of random toning on it. Classic commemorative half dollar. And I think, when we've got quality material selling, it's, hey, Senior Bradley, good to see you. That can happen, but I like that dash of toning on this one, and very pretty coin in front of us as well. Gonna go to ya boy, 277. Oh, that's actually good. I lost money on that, so nice win. And everybody can also sort of check out the, let's see, which one is this? 22 dash, oh, I did not, let's see, okay. I forgot to, well, which one is this? Okay, here's a Elagabalus, and I bought some tetragrams of these that are going to be coming in soon. I think HPP, yeah, it's been a long time, it's really fun, and I think I just try to get like as cool of material as I can. So like right here, again, we've got a cool silver minted in Rome about 1800 years ago at this point. You want the only foreign, I'm going to do only foreign live sales on Friday night and Sunday night, and those are going to be fun. So definitely look out for them because I'm going to stock them with some great coins. Liberale Tassia on the back there. So, but I try to really put in effort into these sales and coming up with some cool material. So that's the motto. Says Eek Z, says that's your first time winning an item from me, so congratulations. That is awesome. Really fun to have you part of the stream. Yes, this is a really nice ancient coin. I mean, it's a little bit more worn, but it's from 365 to 375, sort of the end of this period of Valentinian. I'm not sure if you recognize him, but with like a nice portrait on the reverse. It's a fun one for sure. For real, Hunts. Yeah, no, thank you, AADO. I put a lot of effort into maintaining that inventory, constantly, being very aggressive, buying from as many sources as I can find, and I appreciate the recognition. Like, that means a lot to me, because even when stuff doesn't sell great, it's like, it means a lot to just show people cool coins too. Like, that's, I think, part of it as well. So, it's been a cool journey, and this one, Sacred Cake, this one's a nice coin for sure. Otis 50 currently in the lead. I really like how that reverse looks. And again, that Aquilea mint. Gonna go to Otis 50. Well done. And then, that one sold for 45. That one's in nicer shape than these ones, but these are currently available for only $12. They're not ID'd though. I just figured if people like Roman 4th century coins, I've got them in the buy it now section as well, but I haven't been able to get the ID. That one was a bit of a higher end coin. Whereas some of these, not that they're not high end, but they're like a little bit different. I only have one 1921 Morgan dollar. I'll run this quickly. and then let me know what you'd like to see next. I still have, what in my opinion is some pretty cool inventory. So I personally have been collecting more ancient stuff recently, as well as medieval coins and U.S. gold. But I store it all in a safety deposit box that's like hours away from me right now, so I don't get to take it out and look at it very much. I like to buy Bodie F. That says that's your first buy from me, so congratulations, well done. And we'll do one of these, then we'll do an ancient coin, or maybe I'll do actually a nice. I have some very nice Islamic coins still that I haven't sold. This one's really clean. They look fun in a typeset, like an album or something like that. Any more French? I think I have a French jeton left. But again, look out, 8 p.m. Friday and Sunday, gonna be doing some monster sales as well. That might be, I don't know if there's a double die. What you should look up, Senior Bradley, is VAMs. That's really where you can learn a ton about what that stuff is. The varieties, Gerardo Ramadan, there's so nice when there's so many different ones. And so that's where I would direct you. This one has some counter stamps in it. Somebody asked for French. It's from 1643. It's got a gorgeous Vie de Paris. It's like a gorgeous scene of Paris on this side. Ludovicus Magnus Rex, he's the king, so it's probably more towards 1700 than like 1650. But man, that's a phenomenal scene of Paris. And yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful scene. I think, like, talk about a nicer jeton. This one, often you get this sort of design on like the silver jeton. I'll sell one of each of those in the sale on Friday and then Sunday, but much rarer to have that level of detail on the base metal jeton. Van World has a really good list of all of those. Would highly recommend that as a place to start. HB Pete currently leading, and really like the duality of like that sort of a portrait and then a really nice horse on the other side. HB Pete gonna take that one. That's our last jeton for the night. This one I believe is like from the Ghaznavids. And yes, it is. So the Ghaznavid dynasty, this is under Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni. It's what's known as a Dama coin. So it's a smaller planchet, but it's got really nice detail. And he was in power from 1005 to 1006, and then again 1010 to 1030. Yeah, sure, I'll do the Civil War token next. But you can see the Islamic writing similar to the Durham actually, in a really cool way. Riley Hayjack, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I got some really cool British stuff as well, and I'm going to continue to have that after the holidays are over. I do have some Walking, let me see if I have Walking Liberty. I already sold it. November Lima, that's a pretty good buy. I think retail, these normally sell for a good bit higher than that, so well bought, nicely sourced. Let's see, this one is ACL 1413. This one is a Numus coin from Lycinus, but really nice detail, and then just a gorgeous, I mean, look at that portrait. You got the standing from 308 to 324. I wish I did. I know who Indiana Jones is. I don't know personally, of course, but yeah, in the meantime, just love how the sand sort of falls on that coin in a really cool way. It's great from my perspective, and it's just another testament to how gorgeous. A cool thing, I wrote a paper on this recently. Teddy Roosevelt was like, what were we doing with our coins in like 1905, 1910, the barber designs, and each one, we need to make some gorgeous designs that are reminiscent of the Greek and the Roman stuff. I mean, like, look at the difference. I don't know, maybe I'll run this. I have not done too many in the way of Antoniani, so I don't even know. Okay, I have two of them tonight. I have one from Philip, one from Gordian. This is the Gordian, and really pretty coin. Take a look at that. Providentia. Some of yours are, yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, this is just a great silver coin. These were supposed to be double the value of a denarius, but then there were some hyperinflationary periods, and all of a sudden they started making these in copper and plating them with silver. This one is early enough where it's still dominantly silver, just great detail all through the hair and the nose and everything. Really like how clear all the lettering is coming through as well. So it's a special coin, and they're so fun, just like the history again that's represented by them. Um, the Mercury, yes, exactly, Ezra. It was right in that time. So it was like 1916. They put in the Walking Liberty, the Standing Liberty. Otis 50 gonna win that. Congratulations. Maybe I'll do. These are all from 1964. They're silver dimes. Again, this was just cool toning, all sorts of colors. I found these in a junk silver bin at a coin store nearby, and I was like, wow, those should not be selling for a very small amount. So some really fun toning. I can't tell, like maybe they're tape toned or something. Yeah, it was pretty. It was a little bit over spot. I mean, I paid them a little bit of a premium once they saw what it was. Yeah, exactly. Rainbow hair. I didn't know that Roosevelt had dyed his own hair, but I guess here's the proof of it. But definitely a interesting one. November Lima gonna win that. Nice. This one is a nicer shield nickel, so I'll be curious to see where this one ends up. It has the rays, so that's something interesting about these. Okay, why does it say? UCL 19-1-51. Okay, somehow it doesn't say that I put that there, so I'm gonna have to sell that at the end because I want to keep the flow of the sale going. Let's look for 1897 Barber Quarter. This one's a nice one, and haven't sold any of the Barber Quarters tonight. I think it might have. I got a phone call, and I think that's why the audio probably got lost. It looked like it was a spam call, unfortunately. So, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, nice Barber Quarter here. I wish that it would not do that. I only have two of these. This one it's a bit clipped, which is sort of historic too, in the sense that like that's what would happen. It's about 2 grams, and I believe it's from the Albazra Mint. No, nobody was selling these. Swiggy, they're pretty worn. I don't have any on me, but I would assume a worn Quinarius coin. And it'll be ID'd. I have 2 versions, some from Adwe and I think some from Swady or something. Oh wow, Jax Garcia. That was I lost money on that coin. I should not have been. That's the problem for me, is I get distracted like talking about other stuff, and then I don't talk about the coin in front of me. So somebody walked away with a very nice. I think that was Jax Garcia. Great deal there. What do people want to see next though? I have a lot of different coins available still tonight. Here's totally. I'll make it up, definitely. This has some nice toning though. 1937 Mercury dime. And then I'll do a US group lot. Denarius Mexican. I don't think I have any Mexican. Again, I'm going to be doing some monster sales Friday and Sunday as well of all ancient and world coins. I have some really cool material. I'm excited to get ready. I still haven't decided everything that's going to go in the sale, but please be on the lookout for that because it'll be some historic sales, I would say. Walking Liberty, half dime, half cents. Let me see what I have in the way of half stuff. I have some half dimes. Oh, I have a nice seated $50. I'd forgotten that I even pulled that for tonight's sale. But this Mercury dime, currently to Sacred Cake. Houston Coin Exchange. Sacred Cake says that's your first purchase from me. Congratulations. I'll have that out again Saturday. So here's a seated Liberty $50 from 1875. It's a bit darker, but still has good detail and much bigger planchet coin as well. So that'll be fun. Chuck Donahue currently in the lead. I knew it wasn't going to be for long at that sort of a price range, but hey, a lot of cool, smart buyers not letting stuff go for too cheap tonight, except in the cases of a few where I did lose. I lost money on almost all the opening ones, but continuing to be ripping along here with some fun, better. That's really what I've been trying to do. Get better inventory for more fun, interesting sales. Has been like how I've been approaching it, I would say. I have one of the earlier versions of these coins from Khusro 1. So this is 531 to 579. as opposed to Khusro II, the Elder. And this one actually is in a bit better condition than the last one. So it's got a nice take. I think it's two people, or like cornucopia design, and then really nice lettering along the outside, a very elaborate hat design. Token, I sold the token. I sold the, lots more tokens will be coming, but I don't think I have any more. Oh, here's the token. That's what you're talking about. Let me see, I'll get that in a little while. But first, this one probably will have a bit more bidding activity. Darcy S currently in the lead, but this one 531 to 579 AD, Sasanian Kingdom. Just a great piece of history, I think, in our hands. So, nice coin. Next up, we're gonna do, this is like a cool mini lot. Lots of different stuff. It does have a buffalo nickel, has a wheat penny. That one's a plated steel cent, and then we've got everything from a seated dime, barber dime. So I'm just gonna start this auction. I have no idea how it'll end up, but oh yeah, I'll get the Civil War token next. But here's, on this side we have an 1887 seated dime in nice shape. That's 4 silver dimes right there. We also over here have a wheat penny, 2 wheat pennies, this steel cent which has been replated. All of these come in this lot. Then we have a buffalo nickel, a cool Indian head penny as well. Oops, they're sort of rattling around. Let's see, what year is that? 1834, 1937, and then 1906 Indian head penny. So, good little mixed group here. Bodie F currently in the lead, but that's what's selling there at the moment. So, small group stacker coming back for it. Cool mix of coins all around. I think my favorite one here is that seated Liberty, has the Liberty still down. That's a seated coin. And yeah, let's see. Alright, so that one, gonna square that away. Next up, I said I would do a Civil War token. Let me find where that's at. It's technically a cull, but I thought that it looked decent when I took a look at it. Yeah, I mean, so it has good detail. The cull part is that there's a few tiny indents right there, but just to draw that to your attention. And I should sell things like it more often. I should. Yes. I'll try to do better in the future and get more interesting material. But I really like how this is so like patriotic. It's got the cannon, got the different flags, all the way back from like the 1863 Army Navy design. So really cool sale. The date on this one, Sacred Cake, congratulations, nice one. On there is likely implied to be 1863, but it didn't have it super clearly, so that's why I said implied. Ooh, this is a higher quality ancient right here, and I'll be curious. This should reach pretty high. Why is it not saying? Okay, well, for some reason that may not have gone through that one. This one is a really nice Christ coin. I'm expecting solid bidding for this as well. We have Jesus Christ on the front of this, and I think people like that. It was a very clear design. Here it says Jesus Christ, King of Kings. This was minted by the Byzantine Empire, who were trying to show off their sort of Christianity and put that on the king, on the coins instead of their king, sort of saying, okay, Jesus Christ is our king, not somebody else. And so it was sort of a strong statement, and they would often overstrike their coins as well. So it's just sort of reminiscent of that. Seated 25 cent, I can look. First I'll see how far this gets though. And small group stacker is going to take it there. Congratulations. And let's see what else. Maybe we'll go way back again to sort of the 4th century BC, and then I'll do a few more US coins. But this one is from Mysia again, Lemsakos. It's a trioble, so a little bit larger, 1.33 grams, but on, let's see, there you have the incuse square that has the helmeted head of Athena pointing to the left. And then on this side we see 2 female heads. I mean, it's quite worn given that it's, again, over 2,300 years old, but nicely identified. And 2 cent piece, sure, I can get a 2 cent piece. Just really find these types of coins quite interesting, um, on the higher end. So, yeah, definitely a really cool Greek coin. Again, 4th century BC, so old. Chuck Donahue gonna take that. And let's see where the 2-cent pieces are. I don't have a ton left, I don't think, but let's see, 17-1-12. Here we go. And then let's see. This one, okay, is not. This one is cleaned, so I'm just gonna put that it's not uncirculated. It's been polished, but at the same time, I mean, it looks nice, but I just don't want to trap somebody. Try to be important with the integrity. It should only be 50 cents instead of $4 for the shipping. So here's what we have. I mean, it's really bright, but you can see that there are unfortunately some polish lines, but there's still some decent detail across the coin. But for people who are looking for a 2-cent coin, that's what we've got right there. And I'll see how that one ends up. Fun coin. And it's crazy. I still have to do my video. I say that every time these comes up, but I need to, try to sell some of these, or like try to pay with a 2-cent coin or like a crazy error coin, and see what happens. Kate Bucher gonna take that one. This next one is struck slightly off center. It's definitely out of collar, and Roosevelt dimes are tougher. You can even see how the planchet deforms there, but it's a nice Roosevelt dime from 1995. A little bit tougher to get your hands on the Roosevelts as opposed to the. Oh, and I have a great coin for after this too. On the Roosevelt errors versus some of the penny errors. So was able to procure some, but I need to buy a few more. And Otis 50. Okay, that's actually a pretty good buy. That was like right around where I paid for it. This one though, incredible. I just saw this on NGC. This one has been a bit cleaned, but it's from 1837. It's a U.S. Hard Times token. It says Executive Experiment Fiscal Agent. It's got a turtle with a box on it. And then here, this was again from the United States in the Panic of 1837 or maybe 33. There was a big downturn, and this was in place of 1-cent coins. Here it says, illustrious, and this is very cheap at the moment. I follow in the steps of my predecessor. I had a donkey there, and it was sort of saying, it was commenting on the political actions fiscally. Exactly. So just a really cool and interesting piece of history here, but I like the turtle. I mean, it's a literal turtle on like something that was at one point U.S. circulating coinage, so it's just sort of, and the turtle wins the race. That's fine. That's a good point. I had not considered that, but you can't argue with that kind of logic. So, well pointed out. Small group stacker, gonna take that one, but a higher end, I would say, like a little bit more of a rare find. This one is a Salim the Grim axe coin, and then let me know, I might be forgetting some requests that people had put in of different coins that they wanted to see. So please don't hesitate to tell me what you're interested in. But this one is a very nice, it's got some cool detail. I really like that about these Axie coins. I have a sweet coin next, but I want to get 10 of this one. Dutch silver, no, but again, I have Friday and Sunday, 8 p.m. are just going to be like all world. I don't think, and ancient and medieval, there's not going to be any US. So Otis 50 picks up that one. Here, this is a sweet one. I've never sold a waffled coin before, but this is a waffled dime planchet. So somehow it was canceled by the US Mint, and this is the result. So it's like these waffling machines where they would crimp the metal, come down on it, and currently see none in for a steal. Okay, I'll get that one. But the waffled coins, I mean, I just think that it's a really cool novelty, and they're not super commonly found. See none currently. Does it come with syrup? I don't know, I could pour some on it, but I feel like that wouldn't go over particularly well if some of these coins arrived all syrupy. But we'll see, maybe I can try it out. November Lima, nice buy. First time selling it. It sold for a little bit less than I paid for it, so I'm probably not going to sell too many more of those. But here's a 1796 Moroccan coin, the Alawite dynasty. In the World Cup, of course, Morocco just defeated Spain. One of my friends said that was the first ever time that a African country had defeated a European one in the main rounds of the World Cup. But this was under the Alawite dynasty. The 1210 was the Hijri calendar, Islamic year, forward dated to 1796, and just a really cool piece of history from sort of northern Africa, which I don't always get to sell a ton of coins from. Colorado in the lead. So a really fun design, and I'm glad that we're able to still know the date on it. I feel like that always matters for me when I'm like looking at coins. It's just something cool. $18. Okay, November is gonna win. Any seeded? Okay, I know you'd ask. Let me look right now because there's a good chance that I do have something. Seeded? No, I only have seeded Liberty. I have to run. Okay, I have a lot of seeded Liberty coins. Let me do a seeded Liberty dime here. 1874 with arrows. That's a nice coin. I had forgotten that I was, got the coins and decent arrows. Totally wait for the summer. Yeah, I agree, Ezel. Just in the sense that I want a lot of people to be able to watch that video. And I could do a shorts version and a long form, but I have to be, strategic about how I film the content. Nice 1874 seeded dime though. Sort of that post-Civil War era. That's when this is selling being made in the United States. And soon I'll sell some pre-Civil War, but your boy gonna win that one. And then we've got this barber dime right here, which is nice enough condition where I pulled it out. Take a look. So you can see some of the letters. I don't want to promise all the letters, but in Liberty, there's some solid detail. Now on this side, the nice corn stalks and everything. I agree. I could also try to like pay with foreign currency or something crazy like that, and see if people notice. But then I'd have to say if they took it and didn't notice, then I'd want to. But yeah, nice barber dime here. And again, everyone, let me know what you're most interested in seeing. Yeah, exactly. That's why I decided to sell this on its own. Artsy gonna pick that one up. Let's figure out though what our next move here is gonna be. I've got a few world coins, except those are not. Ooh, okay. So this is a nice 1960 $50, and then I want to do a few more ancient coins. So stick around for that. I will show it briefly, but I do want to keep moving with the lots. But I think, does he accept ancient coin? Oh, that would be fun. What do you guys think for a YouTube video? I could be like, oh, do you guys accept ancient coins? Here's an uncirculated Franklin $50. No state quarter sets. I don't have those in stock, unfortunately. Ooh, I've got a great coin from 5th century BC coming up next with like a Gorgon head on the front of it. But also curious how this one ends up. They probably won't get the joke. Yeah, that's true. Well, only one way to find out, right? 3 bin. It looked like, that one was definitely better. Let's see though. Mysia Parian, 500 to 401 BC. We see on this side the Gorgon head. You can see the mouth and like the hair going crazy to the back there. It's a dram. There you see an InQ square punch. So it's a bit rough, but that's sort of what happens on 2,400-year-old coins. And so, yeah, exactly. Oh, thanks, Zevig, New York. I'm also doing some stuff. It's not losing money, but it's right around cost in the buy it now section. I don't know if people have looked there yet. This is only at $30, $32 for this 5th century BC Mysia coin. What a cool coin to be able to sell. And it's gonna, okay, wow. I was gonna, from Hertel. Chaser 83. Nice one here. Here's the barber dime. This one is in, you can see the Liberty though, so I don't think that he was selling those for $3. A really cheap ancient coin. Yeah, I'll do an ancient. Well, the thing is, so you can buy these here. These are, and you might be able to attribute them for $12 each, and that's like, my cost in them is like a touch behind that, but I bought them in a group of other stuff that can be, that's a little higher end. So those are And the barbers scale up a lot towards the end. Let's do, okay, we'll do this. This is probably the cheapest ancient coin, I don't know, but it's still identified, and it's like, it's got a really cool scene on the reverse. So let's see. This one is going to be Valentinian II. I don't think that this is going to be hyper cheap, actually. But for identified ones, it's not silver, so we'll see. I don't know if what that says, but on the back it's Virtus. It looks like a man talking to either a child or somebody who's kneeling. Yeah, I can do a World War II bundle. And this is probably slightly on the cheaper side, but also still like, I would be surprised if it sold for 16. We'll see. It did not. Yeah, I was gonna say, unlikely for a nice Valentinian A2. It's a larger planchette as well. Yes, I do have some Israeli ancients. Sir Reimer. Sir Reimer takes that. Congrats. This one is a higher end Pruda. Like there's different ones. This one is from it's a bronze Pruda, 1st century AD. I think I could identify it, but this says Kaika Pak on this side. Honestly, okay, I should have just straight up said this is from like 6 to 12 or so AD. So you could definitely do the research and figure out. I don't know if you can get to the exact year, but this is again 6 to 12 AD. It's got a nice tree here. That's the year. It's from the Roman procurators. So I don't know why I didn't identify this before selling it, but it's a nice coin, and yeah, Liberty worn out. Yeah, exactly. That was the difference in terms of that. Chuck Donahue, $22 is like not much more than I paid for it, and I bought them in a group, so I would actually view that as a pretty successful purchase. Let's see what I have left here. This is a thicker coin. Ooh, this is a nice one. 1859. I have some nice copper left. I didn't even realize that I had all of that. Okay, but this one is a really nice coin because it's 1859. Very clear Liberty. First year they made the Indian head cent, and it's a 1 year type. They, I believe, put a crest above the 1 cent, and it's like a fatty IHC. So just definitely a cool one. And thank you, Lab One. I'm trying to do some monster shows. Also going to be running some Friday and Sunday all world, which will be really fun. I think that I want to say yes, as will be. The 1868 shield nickel, yeah, I can do that. I still think this could run up though, just because how nice the Liberty is, the headdress, just a very clean coin. And yeah, fun coin to sort of own, or having a collection, having a typeset, that sort of thing. Yeah, so any more Israeli? Yes, I do have an Israeli coin, small group stacker. Gonna take that one. Let me run the Israeli coin that I have. This is the Israeli one, and then I have some more similar to it. I'll have some more of these and the higher end ones in my Friday and Sunday. Definitely pin those. But here's another 1st century BC to AD Pruda coin. Yeah, that was a good win, that prior coin there. But yeah, here's a nice example. Otis 50 currently in the lead. We'll see if it gets sniped here. And Otis 50 gonna win that for about $15. I have some more similar ones like this for that same buy it now price. If you're interested in it, just go to the buy now section and you can find a bunch of different listings that I'm offering that might actually, I know I have an Israeli one in there is what I'm saying. So take a look and maybe you can find something for a pretty good price. Here we've got a World War II lot. This is a United States of America coin, also from the Philippines, minted in San Francisco. That's that S mint. It's like 75% silver. Here's a UK sixpence. Here you can see the Imperial Nazi sign on that coin. It's a German Third Reich 1 Reichspfennig, and then Australia 1943, New Zealand sixpence from 1940. So there's a lot of silver in this lot, and history. Both sides of the aisle, you have Germany and you have the Allied powers. So I thought that would be a good history lot. There's the front of this coin, 50 centavos. That was when the U.S. after the Spanish-American War, we get control of the Philippines and mint coins over there. Obviously German. That's the one Reichspfennig, Germany, and then a nice New Zealand silver coin from that period, as well as this Australian penny. SLB skins. This it says 2,000-year-old ancient Judean Pruta AE coin. In the buy it nows, I've got some really cool deals that I think you can find good stuff in there basically. Yeah, so I maybe had too many lots available there, but if you're interested, you can find some. For $15, can you show the bag? Maria's Antiques, congratulations on the win. Nice win. Welcome to Treasure Town. Says it's your first buy. I don't think I have any Colonial. No, I don't have those in front of me. This is like, you can buy a Roman Imperial coin like one of these for $12 shipped to you. That's in the buy it now section. So again, lots of different stuff over there. I would check it out. But that's like my choice in terms of the coins, the specific one that I end up sending you. It will be selected from that group though. Let's do a Roosevelt dime. Or actually no, I said there was some braided hair large cents. Let me see, UCL 27-1-5. Here we go. Okay, so this one has a pre-bid of $22, and we'll see how that goes. It's a pretty worn coin, Otis 50. Gonna jump in Sacred Cake, but so cool. Pre-Civil War, chunky, large cent US. Any reference? What are you what are you discussing? Are these penny rolls uncircled? Yes, I can if I pour them out, I might get my hands on them, so I don't want to do that too much. Small group stacker gonna win that. I don't have the reference for they're unidentified. I could actually get them if you stay on the stream until we're done. But like that's the one end of the roll. Let's see what the other is. They're not all gonna be like hyper uncirculated. But yeah, these are the 1958D penny rolls. So just as a heads up. The only thing is I realized I'm gonna have to notate somehow that this is the this is World Coin Lot 23-5, but really nice roll there. Very fun. And still a lot of luster on it. Cool uncirculated 1958D wheat pennies to be had there. Post a note. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. Definitely, absolutely. Mixed date wheat pennies sell for more. This is 1958D uncirculated wheat pennies. So it's like a straight roll. Could be good for. It would be unfair, like uncirculated wheat pennies if they were unsearched. I could not sell uncirculated wheat pennies unsearched because there's so much potential. I did not search these for varieties though, everyone. So let me figure out a good way to, I'm gonna use a post-it note. I'm actually gonna get some little baggies, and that's what how I'm gonna notate those, because I wanna be very careful that everybody gets exactly what they purchased. So that one is gonna be WCL-23-5. Perfect. Okay, I don't think that's satisfactory actually, and sorry for the little hassle here, but I have some of these thankfully, so I'm gonna write it in exactly what it is, and then we'll keep moving. I also have, would people be interested in some fractional currency? It's actually pretty cool, I think. It's from the United States, and it was like half postage currency, but this is like currency that's less than $1. So I think that could be really fun to sell. Yeah, let me run that. I only have one of these notes, but there we go. I think is that William Meredith? Remind me if I'm. Yeah, yes, it is. 1874 to 1876, fractional note, 10 cents. I don't have any fractional gold, but this was fractional U.S. currency, post Civil War. So really cool. really cool item. And yeah, I think that's a very fun note here. Currently solidly under what I paid for it, but we'll see where it ends up. Just such a great piece of history, I think, and I only have one of these for sale tonight. Yeah, this is very likely 30 plus. Let's see what that says. This note is exchangeable for United States notes. It was important that they would have like the ability to have smaller change and that sort of thing. I mean, 10 cents was a lot back then. It wasn't like that, now that means a lot, like almost nothing. Not to be crass or anything, but I just think it's unreasonable to say it's, more. And back then, this was a bunch of value. But yeah, exactly, the 10 cents. And remember, again, going to be back at it with some monster sales over the next few days. Another Friday, another Saturday. Sacred Cake, going to win that one. Really well done. Let's get the 1851 braided hair large cent. This one has been polished a bit. It's seen better days, but it's also has nice detail and like a good overall bright appearance that I like. Yeah, likely. That's what I was just mentioning, but it's been worn down. It's not like it was cleaned and it was XF or AU. It's been worn down. But there's also still, you can see very clearly all the lettering. The rims are intact, all that sort of thing. They're all starting at 1. Okay. They're supposed to start a little bit higher. None of this stuff is going to sell for low, but still, it is better if it's not doing that. Let me edit that for the next one. This definitely may have some more wind, but we'll see. Ryan Viking is gonna pick up that one. Very cool. Yeah, let me get this back to, and that one. Yeah, let me get this back to the $6 start. 3 cent nickel right here. Some people have been asking. It's almost totally worn away on the back, which is sort of weird. That's super cool. Give me pace. And yeah, exactly. I still have to do that buying with a large cent. But yeah, fun. You can see the faint remnants here. It's just a very odd wear pattern that I don't honestly have a great explanation for. But very cool in my view. So, it's always interesting, and nice US coin here. There's been a real variety of stuff that I've been able to sell tonight, which is very fun from my perspective. HBP picks that one up. Let's see what else we've got here. This is a Litra coin. And where's the orientation of the head? There it is. I believe. Wait, what am I looking at? Here's a really nice portrait on the reverse. 7.78 grams is also a much larger one of these than I normally sell. And there we go. You can see the beard there, but an interesting coin from over 2,200 years ago. Trade dollar? No, I don't have any of those, unfortunately. But Walking Liberty coins? Sure. Let me see if I have any. I have a mint mark on reverse 1917S from World War II. Yes, and then I'll get the. Let me find the Walking Liberty coin. Where is it here? HBP. That one sold for cheap. I don't exactly know why, but that's pretty cool that it went for lower, and then I'll get that Mamluk coin up after that. 1917S, it's worn, but again, really nice World War II date. World War I date, excuse me. That's a error in my announcing, which is try not to have those happen hyper frequently. And I'm not actually, must have put it down somewhere, that Mamluk coin. First year, no, 1916. I think 1916. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. I thought that there was 1916 half dollars. 79S. Let's see what you are referring to. I don't have any of those. I don't think. And Lad1 says that's your first buy for me, so congratulations and welcome. Yeah, lots of fun. Oh, there's the Mamluk coin from 1310 to 1341 under Sultan Muhammad I. He had 3 reigns though. He was constantly trying to get back in power. This one actually has. They're generally struck pretty weakly. So that's what we're looking at in front of us. It is a bit of a weaker strike coin, but it's also about 700 years old. Nice, larger. It's larger than the Ottoman Empire axe coins, but a lighter strike. You can still see the Islamic lettering clearly, and yeah. Thanks, B. Josh. I was like, my whole life I've thought that 16 exists, but all of a sudden when it gets called into question, you're like, oh man, am I like totally forgetting something? November Lima gets that attractively low price just for $11. Okay, I have to rethink how I sell that then. This one is going to be the last. I have another denarius, but it might take a little while to get this one. Okay, this is actually a Caracalla as Caesar silver denarius with the reverse as space, but that's super cool, Ari Hobby. This is just note that this is an as Caesar coin, so a bit better, I believe, because of the nicer hair as well. Really great detail in the robe. Overall, just a great coin. So that's super cool, though, Ari Hobby. What condition approximately are the coins in? But really nice 198 to 209 AD Roman Imperial coin. And are there any giveaways? Yes. I have 2 more giveaways. But I still have a fair amount of coins left. I'm gonna do 2. We'll do 2 sales and then we'll do another giveaway. So what do people want to see most? This is the last Christ Phallus, and it says Jesus Christ IS XS. Jesus Christ. So should bid up a fair amount because it's a solid plancha too. And you can always tell on the medieval coins if it's got the halo, that means it's going to be priced too. You can see the eyes as well, which definitely matters. And this says, those are expensive coins as well. But you have the cross separating it, just very Christian themes all throughout this coin, which is interesting and certainly not a feature of what we've got on ours today. Small group stacker going to take that. Let's see. We'll do this 1816. This is an earlier one, and you can tell. It's been worn down, but it's also, it's tough to find these hyper early U.S. large cents. I did SLB skins, but it was posted a while ago. I did a 4 auction lot viewing, and I said also there's going to be a bunch of new stuff that gets added to them. So I didn't want to clog up people's inboxes with tons of lot viewing ones if I do like 3 in a week. As a heads up. So that's what I was up to. That's probably true. HB Pete, let's see if somebody comes in. HB Pete gonna take that. Let's see. Let's do a free Walking Liberty $50. That sounds like a good idea to me. Again, I try not to have tons of these, but I do have some. So free silver, always a fun way to also sort of do a thank you to all the people who are here with us, just hanging out. That's another thing that I emphasize. Don't have to be buying, just come hang out on stream. And I got some Crusade coins. I think I saw you buy 2 of them. Few photographs. Let's see, 3. And actually, this is a good time. I'll do another shout out to my buy it now section. But I've got Crusader coins for I think like $15, $14. That's like basically my cost in those. I just bought a few too many. I have 5 different Islamic silver coins for only $13 a coin. World silver groups, medieval Byzantine coins, all those fully identified. So lots of great buy it nows. I've got these Roman coins from the 4th century for $12 each. I think that's a pretty good deal. So anyways, let's draw this giveaway. But just as a heads up that there's some really cool deals in the buy it now section. The Prudas, actually, let me find $15 for bar recorder and random world silver. Yes, I also thought that was a good deal for people who are like who have the $15 credit. They basically get like a bar recorder and a free world silver coin. Let me get the actual Pruda coins that are gonna go out. And I would just say I'm gonna probably send out not the very best of my Prudas that are left, but I was able to get a nice collection of Prudas in, and that's why I have them plentifully available. And pickers of ounces won the giveaway. Here are the types. These are probably on the higher end of the Prudas, so I'm probably going to hang on to those, but these are available for 15 bucks each in the giveaway. Yeah, this is like something like that, something like that, something like that. You know, nice Judean Prudas, often with the sun or the trident, that sort of thing. Yeah. The higher end ones, I'm not selling those in the buy it now format because because I think that they're often very expensive. You know, I target the really nice ones that are fully identified. I'm probably hoping to get 35 plus for them, just because they're like higher end. But looks like Otis 50 picked up one of those. That's cool, small group. I'll throw in, if you bought 5 bin, yeah, maybe, I don't want to promise you that I'm going to give you a nicer one in there, but we'll see what I can come up with. Because if I give somebody something nice, then everybody else expects them if they're buying multiple, but it means lower end or better. I don't have any of this. I need to order the stickers. Unicorn, I'll have more Widow's Mites in the future. I'm trying to upgrade to like higher dollar coins, so that's why I bought some of the higher end. Artsy gonna take that one for a good price. Like, I've been sort of conscious about this. This is on the inside. The inside core of this is silver. I bought these when I was out in Hawaii. Sort of, it's a $10 gaming token. The inner core is $9.99 silver. The outer core is not. So again, trying to get just all different types of numismatic material, and this is from Sam Boyd's $10 gaming token. Bit of a wild card item. The outer core is not silver, but very fun. The bin open somehow. I think I can, yes. The issue is though, I like selling them during the sales because I don't want to individually pack $15 coins. I'd rather have them like as I'm packing 70 packages. That's when I'll go and sell those. That's how I view it. Yeah, I'll do a penny roll. That would be fun. I didn't have fun with that. Yeah, let's do. But sort of a cool find here, something a little bit different. Gonna go to small group stacker. Congratulations. These ones, again, just so that people don't bid on something they don't think it is. I think I tried to show a sampling of what these look like. They're not all in great condition, but I mean that's okay. That's a little bit nicer. Well, I want to just show people the type of material. I'm not going to pour all of them out because like not all of them are going to be bright red. If they were all bright red, then I would. But I mean, actually, these are pretty nice. But like, here's the type of 1958D pennies. Oh, I've got some more. Yes, I have some Athenian owls coming in, and some other higher end stuff. But yeah, this is a roll of 50. It's 50 of these uncirculated. These are from a collection in northern Connecticut, and I didn't buy it directly from the person. There were some incredible coins inside of it. I bought from the person who had access. That one almost has like a little interesting shine to it. Yes, these are all the same date. I just haven't looked at them individually. They've been sitting somewhere for like, I think a few decades, but they have the label 1958D uncirculated on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind blowing coins out though and providing people with some solid deals. It's just fun to, I have not looked at these for varieties either, or like BIE chips. I mean, not that those are crazy, but Artsy looks like they got a 4th century for only $12, Imperial, and these are maybe ideable with a lot of work. I just wanted to test out a sale, and they've sold a lot less than I would have expected. Small group stacker gonna win that for 26 bucks. Congrats, World Coin Lot 23-6. Let me just write that up and put it in a baggie so that I know. And then let's see what else we've got here. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that one looks good. let's see. This is a older Greek coin. Ooh, with an interesting, and that looks like Greece BC. It's from Thrace. It's an AE18 from approximately 3rd or 2nd century, and it's got the helmeted head of Athena, and I really like the Kybele seated on this side, holding a scepter. We didn't know their standard as well, so we would just say AE18. It's like approximately 18 millimeters in diameter. But again, fascinating Greek coin. There's so much, there's medieval stuff, there's world, but then there's also like medieval, then you get into late antiquity, then you get into ancient. The Islamic is sort of a side quest. Then you get to Greek, and then you get to like the pre-Greek. Like I haven't sold any Lydian. Actually, I think I did sell a Lydian coin or two earlier today. So there really is a variety of cool stuff out there, and Eeks is gonna win that one. This one is a 1927 seated quarter with some nice detail. So definitely a step up from the average like no date seated standing Liberty quarter. Hey Zev, how's it going? How you doing? Glad you're able to make it. Going back to some of the US material here, but yeah, nice standing quarter. And I just like the variety of being able to sell one day, an old coin, and then I sell a coin 2,000 years older than it. Pruda, I think I've done, this is a 1927, definitely not. I don't have any Pruda. If you hang around, I can like maybe load up an additional Pruda after the auction is over. Are there any Pruda left? I may have undersold them. There's still, let's see. Well, this one's a nice 1838 seated Liberty dime. I think, was there 1837 seated Liberty dime? I forget. This is a very early one though. Yeah, ZevG, remind me at the end of this. I know that, are we all out in the buy it now? You can still buy a 2,000-year-old ancient Judea Pruda for $15. That's not fully identified. Yes, I think it says that there's 11 more of them. Otis 50 currently in the lead. We'll see if this gets sniped here. It's gonna go to Otis. Congrats. What else? Let's pick a random one here. Okay, nice. Well, I want to do a, let's see, that's a good Washington quarter. What is this? Okay, nice Barber half with some better detail. And those have been selling like hotcakes. I probably need to up the price next time. Though I wanted to just clear out and make way for some other purchases, but I may have undersold. But sometimes that happens, and I'm glad to be able to provide people with some exciting deals. Not identified means that it's not like I know the specific year that it was from or the specific Roman procurator. That's all. But it's definitely a Judean Pruda from that era. M Souls 27, nice win. And you probably can identify it. It's just like, I process a lot of coins, to be honest, so I can't always go super in depth on each one of them. And like, okay, so this one is a first year 1909 VDB for the collectors who are interested. Victor David Brenner, the engraver, people thought they had placed his initials too prominently, so then they got removed, and that created a slightly rarer coin as a result. Sort of a classic story of something that people don't realize, people aren't like looking at them and hoarding them and that sort of thing, but all of a sudden it emerges as a rare coin later. So, speaking of rare coins, I'm gonna run a Bugs Bunny coin after this. I don't know if you're familiar with that. We'll see what this settles at. Turn and Burn currently in the lead. But some very, very interesting coins here. Definitely. No, it's a cool find. This one, Turn and Burn, does not get sniped there, so that's gonna move on. This one is a higher end coin. I paid over 30 and it will be better. There's like almost like a booger there. It's a die clash. So what would happen is that like dies, when they're striking coins, are like coming down onto each other, and if they're striking planchets, but if there's no planchet there, they hit each other and they leave some of the impressions of the other side of the coin on it. So there you see the Bugs Bunny. It's a Cherry Picker's Guide variety, and I'm excited to see exactly. You can see that extra whisker. And this one's in quite nice condition. So, higher end coin, nice reverse. Expecting to sell this for a fair bit. But as you know, hints of toning around the edge. Yeah, these are not always the easiest to come by, and definitely very fun coins. So yeah, nice Bugs Bunny Cherry Picker's Guide. I have one other Cherry Picker coin here tonight, so we'll see. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely is. I think like there's some interesting varieties because the thing is with Franklin's, there's no like super rare date, so a lot of the varieties are what become better. Now this is the nicest toning. Maybe the Morgan Dollar that I sold was a little bit better even, but gorgeous, totally gorgeous rainbow toning and super uncirculated. 1952S. I mean, wow. This is a really nice coin. And the Roosevelt dimes are nice because they have a smaller planchet, so the toning can like fully encompass the coin. And here we see the full spectrum of reds and greens and blues. November Lima wins that. Nice pickup. Let's see. We'll do another one of these wheat penny rolls. I liked the idea of like showing a few of them beyond. Yeah, exactly. You missed the morning toner. So many options. Yeah, I have finals right now. I have to write a 12-page paper that I have 2 papers due tomorrow. That's why I'm shipping all this stuff out on Saturday, is because I need to do all of my papers in the next 48 hours as soon as this is done. But like here, you can see, are they all gorgeously red? Not quite, but these are really nice. The papers are not done, but I have good grades, so I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm just saying, like, it's important to know what you can accomplish and then have a plan, stick to it, and do well in school. Exactly. No, it's I appreciate that from all the viewers as well, being understanding, but it'll also be convenient because I can ship it out with the Friday auction. It'll still be separate shipping containers, but yeah, another roll of 50. I have 50 nice coins. Tutoring in the bin. That's funny. Now, Ashlyn, remind me, are you in law school at this point? Maybe I caught that incorrectly. I do go to Princeton, Colorado. So definitely not super easy in terms of the what type of lawyer would you like to be? My grandfather is a trust and estate family lawyer. Do like wills and executing wills, that sort of thing. Oh wow, that's awesome. $24 from small group stacker, but nice group on these wheat pennies. Small group stacker, gonna take that for $24. Let me just get, I always want to write it out so that we know exactly who gets which roll and that there's no confusion. But I may try to in the future, like, it's a big collection, so I might be able to purchase some more of those penny rolls. Just slightly more expensive to ship them because they weigh a bit more, but it's shouldn't be too much. Let's do a currency. Do I tell my friends about the channel? Yeah, they all know about it. They think it's awesome. A lot of them help out. So this is 7 different military payments certificates. They're all about, I can take these out. They're all about 50 years old, but they were used for like U.S. military purposes, and paid a lot more than $6 for them. So hopefully, for use only in United States military establishments. A nice mix of different designs. Really like this one. It's like somebody on the moon. But I think that these are from like the late 60s, early 70s. So definitely a nice group. I paid $21 for this group, but sometimes I sell stuff for less than I buy it for, so you never know. I just thought, and what are these, 5 cents are these? I assume that they're not $5. Yeah, 10 cents. This one goes up to 50 cents. I do run across off-center or double struck. I have one more left actually. I'll do it next. And it's actually a dime, which is a little bit more challenging to find. I don't actually know Ashland. That's a really good point. And they all have these different series. So that's like series 681. And here's the, let's see, series 681 PD block. Nice win. I don't think I'm gonna buy more of those in the future because I lost on it, but I also think I bought this from like a wholesaler who does really good deals, so I think that you actually got some attractively priced military payment certificates. It's a cool thing. It's a little bit different. But people were asking about off-center. Check this out. 1996p, totally off-center, or it's not totally off-center, but it's a solidly off-center dime. So why not sell one? And I need to purchase more of these too. I'm almost running out. Though I bet the price went up on them or something. No 31S. I have some better date Mercury stuff though. I've got a nice group of dimes left actually. But I also have a few. Well, let's see. First, I want to pay attention to this because it's a nicer coin. I don't want to just slip through the cracks. Look at that Ian one. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Well, what would happen is because the retaining collars are not around this coin, the planchet is going to expand and the metal flows out, so then it's much more weaker. It's like an ONF dime instead. It says Coronet RT440. That's your first purchase. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my Whatnot streams. Really appreciate you joining. Let's see. This one looks like it's a nice Antonianus, and then, well, actually, first, I want to, with the hype still on our side, I have some higher end, like slightly better date coins that I'm a little bit nervous about selling, because they're better date, and like you never know. Sometimes people don't appreciate them. But this is like, so 1892 was the first year, and it's in a bit better shape. You can see some of the in Liberty. What did I? Okay. What just happened? Okay, something happened on my screen. But here's 1892 Barber dime, first year. And how long is this over? I would say I have about 27 products left and a giveaway, so I would say give me 30 minutes definitely, and you should be good. Any off-center wheats? Actually, unicorn coins, I have an off-center wheat penny, not in this sale, but probably sometime next week, because this Friday and Saturday sales are all world. That's going to go for M Cells 27, nice first year coin there. It's a 1930. It's a worn coin. It's actually sort of a higher end coin. The Barber quarter, sure, as it'll be. I'm going to do all that at the end though, because somebody else, there could be some special requests at that point. But this one, for the meantime, Philip first, the Arab, Antonianus, we have Soul on the reverse. Yes, I could definitely do all that. I just try to keep the flow going for everybody of sales, and then can do some more of the buy it now material. And then the Barber quarters are like pretty worn. That's more of something that's like designed so that people with a $15 credit can come spend it. But actually, I mean, if you call a Barber quarter, like, I don't really make much money there. I hope that people can use the credit, and then I get a bonus if somebody uses credit. But currently, HB Pete in the lead. Will bought coins come in flips? Yes, they will. They come in like exactly as they are, still with the Treasure Town identifier. Coronet RT 440. Gonna take that for $66. Really nice condition, Antonianus. Makes a lot of sense. Nicer coin there. And then let's try, these are also slightly better date, I believe, 1926D. Not a crazy better date, but like that one, I think that's like, I don't even know what type of toning it is, but it's pretty worn, so it doesn't have the same effect. But all of these are 1926D Mercury dimes. Some of them still in decent shape, or like they have good detail, they're not horribly color or anything. Yeah, Ezel, I know what you mean. Definitely makes sense. And have some other deals. But hey, KS Numismatics, good to see you. Krish and I went out to WitterCoin for the university as well, so it's always fun to see your friends on here, but nice group here, slightly better, one with a bit of toning. So a nice fun group here, and that's gonna sell J. Coley. This one here is a 1948, and then I want to do a braided hair large set. This is, I don't think it's, yeah, or is this first year? I'm pretty sure this is first year. Let's see. In nice shape though. Lots of luster. And take a look at the bell lines. The bell lines, what do you think, Krish? I think the bell lines are pretty nice. It's not like a wild coin otherwise. See, Zev G, thanks for the, oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Seth does cool stuff on his shows. And that one, J. Coley, is what I paid for it, so I think did well on that. Yeah, I don't have that $2,000, $3,000 coins to show off at the moment. Maybe give me a few years and I can try to work my way up. But I also like coins that are more in reach for like me as a collector, or just people who aren't dropping tens of thousands at a time. But yeah, nice large cent coin. It's got a little bit of dinged up rims on the bottom, but a really nice sort of solid appearance overall elsewhere. And great, again, braided hair design, 1851. Really like how that looks overall. Otis 50. That's a low price. I was expecting that to sell for more. So well identified there. And this is a mixed group, or no, that's all the same type of mercury dime. Let me try to find some other dimes. Let's see, 1856 pre-Civil War. That's an early one. And it's cool. Oh, that's super. That's great. Zev G, I'm going to be going Friday and Sunday. I'll have some of the higher end Pruda coins as well, and a really nice mix of world, ancient. There's not going to be any US, unfortunately, so if that's your sort of thing, probably don't show up to that. But a really nice group. That's awesome, Krish. Any more Christian coins? Maria, I don't have any of those tonight. I will have those on Friday and Sunday, but I'm close to like running out of them, just as a heads up, because they've been really popular, I think rightfully so, and those were also some really nice ones. Thank you, Zev. Appreciate it. I'm excited to ship out that one for you. So, yes, this one's 1892, still with a bit of luster, classic commemorative $50. And nice appearance to that one as well. And Christopher Columbus, very impactful. Obviously, 400 years later, they're raising funds for that exhibition, also to do something sort of cool. And yeah, I mean, let's see, small group stacker, turn and burn, going back and forth here. Small group stacker now in the lead again, and we'll see if this is gonna sell or goes back to turn and burn. A lot of good interest in this one, and it's a nice coin. Let's see, does it sell? And it's gonna go to small group stacker, and looks like Nunchups got a $15 Pruda as well. Also, as a reminder, you can have one of these. These are pretty nice. For $12, it's a not fully identified, but I think many of them are identifiable. Roman Imperial. You can also have Cilician Armenian coins for under $15, or Mangier coins. So lots of interesting ones. This one has a scratch across the back, 1925. The front of the coin is nice. Actually, I'll sell this one. This is from 1520, from Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. So that's after Salim's reign, from 1512, 1513 to 1520. Then comes in with the nicer silver axe from a bit longer of a reign, but a really nice Islamic. Okay, yeah, that would probably make sense as well. I could even see if Whatnot would sponsor that, or like, I can't tell exactly who, but that would be a fun video to make. I feel like I would probably do that in the shorts and the long form. Oh man, a $1 gold coin to give something for $1, that would be pretty unreal. November Lima, that's a attractively bought coin. maybe even slightly cheap. Let's see. This one's a better date. 1925D. Mercury dime. Viking coins. I'm gonna try to get some. I have some old Swedish stuff, but I don't think it's Viking. It's more like 1600. Yeah, just as a heads up that will be coming out. But currently, nicer date, 1925D Mercury dime in front of us. And lots of fun and interesting material, I think. Still left to go, so I'm looking forward to it. I really want to get this. I don't know why it didn't go through. There's this really exciting coin that I was pumped about, and it says paste. That looks like your first coin buy from me, so welcome to Treasure Town, and sold for 12. I paid more than that for it, so I think that you came away. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to sell this coin because I had wanted to, and then somehow it didn't go through, and I thought that it was okay. Well, this is saying I looks like I actually did not put this up for sale, so that's sort of my fault. But I'm gonna get this ready. It's at 244 to 249. Billin low percentage silver. I think it doesn't even look low percentage silver. I think that it more just looks like a regular old copper coin, but I think the tetradrams should have been silver, so that's probably the reason for it. And this is ACL 3-61, starting price 6, shipping profile 1 to 3 ounces, and let's run it. This was like a better coin. I mean, just like a gorgeous reverse as well. Antioch Syria mint. Huge one. Reminds me of the ones that were minted for Alexandria, Egypt for Nero, though a little bit less silver. That's funny. Maybe I'll do it in. Maybe I'll do exactly. I think that's a funny idea, but hey, probably makes sense. Maybe I'll try to spend an ancient. I'll try to spend an ancient tetragram. I wonder. I could like dress up in a toga and go around trying to buy, or like buy stuff with ancient coins. See if anybody accepts it. Great win for HBP. That's a nice coin there. Let's see. What are people interested in? Here's 1899. So 19th century. O mint Barber half dollar. And it 1899 O. So very interesting. Any coin shows? I'm gonna definitely be at the New York International. It's looking unlikely that I'll be able to get to Fun in Orlando, which is the beginning of January, but I might try to go do it. So I still have to talk to some people. SB Crack's gonna take that. Run the bag with the Roman coins. So those are individual. These are just buy it now, $12 each. I mean, that's actually a pretty decent coin. You know, these have solid reverses. It's probably identifiable, but I bought a lot of these, and these are like not the high end ones. So sort of trying to get out of them for similar to what my cost was. Is how I'm viewing that, to be totally straight up with all of you. But then I have some other ones that should sell for way more than 12 that came out of that bunch. Long Beach, I think it's going to be tough for me to get out to Long Beach. That's on the other side of the country. I could consider it, but since I'll be in school as well, that just makes it a little bit complicated. Would love to be able to do it, but I just don't think it's, I don't want to mislead you or tell you I'm going to be there. No trade dollars. Those would be risky to sell. I'll put it that way. But again, everyone bookmark this Friday, this Sunday. I'm going to have some monster sales, all world and ancient and medieval Islamic. It's going to be old Greek, old Persian, some phenomenal sales. So yeah, I should actually organize a meet and greet maybe at the New York International. We can all hang out. I don't think that would be super like organized because I probably won't be able to buy a table. They cost so much money. But we could all just like do a hangout and maybe, yeah, grab lunch or something like that. The value of a Pruta, it really depends. they can range up. There's some that are worth thousands. There's others that are worth anywhere from $12 to $25 or so. Let's do. I have one more of these rolls. I really like. Let's see how this looks. And I always like to show the quality of the coins. They're not like, look, there's a fingerprint on that from a long time ago. This was sourced freshly out of a northern Connecticut collection. So just be aware, but they should all be 1958D, but there's going to be 50 total of them, so that's a lot. And I don't know, maybe look for, I assume that there's some repunchment marks and stuff like that, unless the collector searched for them, but I think that these were put away a long time. Where in New York? It's in New York City. So I'll be there. I have to clearly tell everyone when and where I'll be. So yeah, just as a heads up, but yeah, really pretty right there. I think it's early January. And it's a pretty nice overall. There's some great, it's world and ancient coin focused. So you can look up it. If you go to if you type in NYINC coins, you'll probably be able to find it. But yeah, again, last of these nice uncirculated rolls. It's fun to get my hands on a collection like that and then be able to sort of sell it right as it comes out. The person who sold them to me, now that they're all sold, I always think one of the oldest scams in the book is to be this is an unsearched coin roll, like wheat pennies. They always, I remember buying that when I was young, hoping that I would get something really good. These, they say they're likely all 1958D, but they are unsearched in the sense that maybe there's an error. I mean, it was put together by a collector a long time ago, but I'm going to try to buy some more of that collection as I can afford it, because I didn't have the money to just buy it outright. But all of these are nice 1924S Mercury dimes, so another solid date. Shield nickel, yeah, exactly. The ones with the ender, it's so not it's so fake. So I always just try not to do that. I think it would leave a bad taste in people's mouth if I was selling really clearly, things that were like that basically. Yeah. So, okay, it says I already sold the 1866 shield nickel. I'm not going to be able to do the shield nickel because it looks like I sold to Ryan Viking. Dang, I think I lost a ton of money, because, yeah, I did something, I messed up with the shield nickel, guys. I labeled something that was a less valuable shield nickel. I sold it. It's the wrong thing. Exactly, it has an 1868, but I sold that. I accidentally showed I accidentally ran the 1866. You see what I mean? I think I might give that person, I might give Ryan Viking, I mean, that's a nice with raised shield nickel. I think he's going to be really happy. I doubt, it was a while ago, so he's probably still not here. But based off of that error, I'm going to just make a note of that I'm going to do that. Sometimes do a goof. And yeah, no, exactly. I ran the other, but I said that it was this one, and this one, the titled 1866 shield nickel should be more expensive than 68, so he might have bid on it thinking that it was the other one. I don't think it was you, Stalin. Yeah, so I'm gonna put for Ryan Viking. I have that in my notes. All right, I don't have a ton of coins left. Well, we can run this 1925. It has a bit of a scratch in it. Yeah, exactly. If it was like a $1,000 coin or something, I couldn't do that, but I'll probably lose like $20, and he's bought from me in the past, so make things right. But a bit of a scratch in the reverse, just realize that that's there, but nice obverse, a lot of good detail from 1925. And I think a fun coin, definitely. Has a scratch on one side, but very nice presentation on the other. Bruce Almquist Jr. says that's your first purchase from me, so congratulations, thank you for supporting me. You know, the profits, I try to recycle them into creating great auctions and cool coin content. Error coins, I had a fair amount of them, but I sold out of them. I'm also in early 2023. I'm going to be running an error and variety coin sale with probably like 200 listings. Definitely look out for that. It's going to have some very challenging to source items in the mix. Any paper, I sold both. I did have paper. I'm also going to do a paper currency sale. It's a bit more challenging to ship en masse, so that's one of the reasons that I haven't done much of it. It takes a lot longer to like cut out cardboard to sandwich the notes so that they don't get damaged in transit, that sort of thing. So when I do, I need to be very well prepared to sell the paper notes. 1,000 bills, no. Slabs, no. I'm also going to do a slab sale. Again, I've realized like when I sell like 150, 170 coins, something like that, the shipping is like a real issue when and this is the last Islamic silver coin. This one's from 1376 to 1363 AD. It's a cut. This is how they came cut. They're smaller items, so a bit historic as well though, from the Mamluk Sultanate under Shaban II. Otis is gonna need a U-Haul. That's probably true. DSS Enterprise. That's fun. I actually got offered a $1,000 bill yesterday. Like I do a fair amount of like buying on the higher end, sort of behind the scenes, just dealer to dealer. But that stuff I don't want to sell. You know, here I get hit with like 10% close to it fees, and so, you know, when you're selling something for thousands of dollars, you know, it really crimps the profit potential. Nice 1955D quarter right here. Only had one of these quarters for tonight. No, the $1,000 bills should sell for more than 2,000. Like a nice one, like the one that I was offered. It's still in the works if I'm going to be able to get them. But yeah, they're cool to hold in hand. I've never actually have I held bigger than 1,000? I've dealt $1,000 before. I've never dealt a 5,000 or 10,000. Those are like ultra high end, sell for a lot more. Yeah, exactly. Rum Runners. I was offered. I think I could pay like. I could probably sell you for like 4, or like a little like right around 4 for a 500 and a 1,000. All right, let's do a 3-cent nickel. What is this? 1866 3-cent nickel looks like. A little bit more worn, but nice type coin. And again, it's worn, but it's a great piece of our U.S. coin history. As things wind down here, we've still got a few 2-cent pieces. Though thankfully, yeah, it looks like I only have one 2-cent piece left. Interesting. Ezelby skins in the lead here. And we'll see where this ends up. Your boy coming back, and some US type here to round out the night. For those of you who are still here though, if you're looking for some of the interesting Islamic coins, this one also has definitely seen better days. It looks like an 1855 Seed of Liberty half dime. It's cull, just as a heads up, you know, it's very damaged. But it also, you know, still has a lot of the nice detail on it. You know, nice half dime. But we have like, these are coins from the 14th to 17th century, $4 each, or $7 each, or I think 4 if you buy 10 of them, from the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, I'm not totally sure, but some sort of, maybe just people playing around counter-stamped it or something. Looks like I accidentally, this is a very nice, try to sell these more in the beginning of shows. 1881. I don't know what's going on with like the little pitting things around the 3. This is a nice 3-cent piece, but yeah, what is up? If you know, let me know. Because you can see the Liberty very clearly, really nice around the edge too. That's a cool coin. Great US type coin for a typeset, that sort of thing. That's really where I would be looking to acquire this coin. And Might be a mint error. I don't want to say something's a mint error if I'm not totally sure, but could be some type of like mini cuds. It also could be. It doesn't look like it hits into the coin, but I'll allow the owner to enjoy. Plus, it's just a nice condition coin overall. This one's a bit more worn, but it's 1964 2-cent piece. So see how that one does. Ezel, I don't know because I have a box of coins that's like 150. People wanted to see some of the Prudas though, and some other stuff. So I'll be around to show off some of that material. That's gonna go for a low price to Gimpy. It's always when you wait around at the end of my shows, stuff starts selling for very cheap, and I don't mind that. It's like it's almost a reward. We still do have a giveaway as well. So here's an 1865, probably a little bit better condition, still some darkening around the coin, but you know, it's a fun 2-cent coin. I mean, again, a bit better condition. A lot of the rim still there is pretty nice, but still a solid deal. I think reasonable pricing remaining here, and yeah, very fun. Imbroglio Senior gonna pick that one up. Let's see. Here's a Standing Liberty quarter. We've got 3 coins left. Then we'll do a giveaway. Then I have. It looks like I had a denarius. Oh, I don't know why I have that denarius there. ACL 22-2-9. I'm gonna try to get that before we take off here. I think that would be a fun coin to be able to offer. But in the meantime, 1927, a bit nicer of a seated design. And I just find it, yeah, it's really fun to be able to have this sort of stuff, and like I feel like I get to collect it because I get to own it for a little bit and then pass it on to a loving home. In this case, Bruce Almquist, congrats on your win. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm just going to enter in. This is ACL 22-2-9. It's a Septimius Severus coin. I don't think I got to sell any of these, and I made an error somehow and did not list this one to sell tonight. So that one is another ancient coin that I'm going to run, and then I've got the other ones. Any paper? GMO God? No, I've got probably some more of that coming up, not on Friday or Sundays 8 p.m. Eastern sales, but probably the next week I'll do a bit of US material along with Ancients and World in a cool, you know, everything together. But this one currently selling for a low amount. We've got Emperor Severus on both of these coins, but this one a nicer portrait, nice beard there. And yeah, no, absolutely. Always feel free to ask as well. Want to make that clear. So yeah, whenever you guys have questions, if I have material, even if I don't have it, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I can try to offer some more of that type of stuff in my next sale. So it's really helpful. This one, though, a nice denarius, and you know, priming a few more of those for my sale next week. This one is going to be, let's see, 1857 Seated Liberty half dime. Let's see how this one does. Leave the bin open just for the rest of the night. I could, but I kind of like being here to explain if people have a question. So I'm going to go through some of the bin stuff. But this is a worn Seated Liberty half dime, but a nice one. And I'm going to delete this shield nickel because I made an error and it's going to go to somebody, and we'll kick it off first year Lincoln Wheat Cent, and then hang around to discuss some more of the buy it now stuff, some of the barbers. Here is the 1909 VDB. You can see under there the initialing, you know, it's in a bit beat up shape, but it's also makes sense. I mean, it's the first type of these new pennies, and yes, it does have the Victor David Brenner, I believe, was the engraver. He put his initials sort of prominently on the reverse. People didn't like it. They took it off. That's a good idea, HPP. I really like that. Because the problem is it's like multiple lots, but I can then just show like people the type of coin that they would be getting. I really like that. And the same thing with like the Barber Quarter. I don't want to put a good date in the photo and then everybody's like, where's my really good date? Boss C, it says that's your first purchase from me. Congratulations. Yeah, that's probably true. So, okay, let's do this giveaway because I want to make sure everybody who would like to be in consideration for a giveaway gets to be in one. 1934D, a little bit of an earlier date. Walking Liberty $50. I'm going to give it about, well, now's a good time. So, let me go through the giveaway, the buy it now stuff. Um, right here we've got some Cilician Armenian coins. These are like from the 1300s or so. Really interesting. $10 each. It doesn't have complete IDs. That's like what I paid for them basically. I just bought a few too many. Same thing with these. Some nice Ottoman Empire Manjers. These are $7 each, or you can buy 10 of them for $40. Sort of wholesale blowing them out. This is an example of a coin that you could buy for $15. A nice identified Islamic silver coin. And then I've also got, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do the more readable ones, especially at the end of this. I think only one of these have sold for 12 bucks. You know, this is a Roman imperial coin from the hyperinflationary period. I bought a lot of these, but most of them should sell for a fair bit that are more readily identified. But I figured I don't want to sell like 100 of a similar type of coin, like all 3rd century or 4th century stuff. So yeah, definitely a lot of coins there. And if you're interested, again, buy it now. There's very affordable. Let's draw this winner. And yes, I agree, Ashlyn. That's a really good idea. And then I have those. I need to show those barber quarters. Yes, exactly. The world silver could really be anything. That one's gonna go to Iron Stark Jaw. Congrats, Iron Stark. I don't think I recognize you as being a super, having bought a bunch in the past, so really fun to welcome somebody new. That's great. So let me find the barber coins. I may take me a little while here to figure out where I have them stored, but I think I have a sense for where they might be at. Okay, yeah, here's like typical, here's the barber quarter stack that I have. Like here's some examples. The barber quarters. Yeah, congratulations, Iron Stark. That's great. Have a great night, everyone. Just showing off some of the buy it now. So here's like barber quarters. They're not in terrible shape. They're not in great shape though. I just don't want to mislead you there. But I feel like I do a pretty good job being straight up about the types of coins. And then the world silver is probably going to be, okay, I forget where I put them, but it's like smaller world silver coins. So like maybe like here's a group of, let me just bear with me for one moment. This is like the type of stuff that it could be. Like got some Spanish peseta coins, or a smaller size Canadian silver. The Crusader coins. Let me get some of those out actually. I think the barber, it's a great deal for. Often those are sort of like, and if you want, there's also a deal that's like 10 different silver coins, like world coins. I'll make sure that they're each from different countries as well. Now let me get the Crusader States coins out here. I think these are like 14 bucks each. They would come with, I'm not sure yet if I'll be able to make it. Jesus Christ ICXC. Here's like a good example, Crusader States. But I'll probably go for like the mid-range. These are just come so worn. It's not like me. There's like, oh Lord, help our Savior, Tancred. This is like the average Crusader States fine. That one's actually a bit better. So that probably would not be the buy it now, but like these are just representations of the types of coins that might be in there. So that's what we're talking about. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the fun show. It's a little bit unclear. I may also be able to do it if I might try to do like a Whatnot sale live from the Whatnot booth, which I think would be super fun and cool. Just as a heads up that that's gonna come. But yeah, thank you, Jay Coley. Here's a bunch more of the examples of the Pruda. It's not working for you, Artsy. I'm sorry about that. I haven't seen any buy it nows come in, so maybe there's some sort of freezing on it. But yeah, here's the different Pruda coins, and the button went away. Huh. Okay, maybe that's because we're done in terms of products. So like, for example, Like, yeah, let's see. Can I? Okay, I could start the auction. Well, let's see what happens. I'll just do this for fun. Let me see if I could sell 10 of these coins, my choice, for 20 bucks. Well, I would actually, that's like, for lower end ones, is my cost. Start the auction with the bin price. This would be random, random ones like this. But, okay, how does that work? Can you now do buy it nows? Let's see. Since I sell for 7, exactly. Well, I don't think too many people are in the. I think people are. I'm gonna just say that this sale is over. It's been wonderful hanging out for a long time. I'm excited to ship this stuff out on Saturday. Everybody, get ready for some monster sales Friday and Sunday. Gonna be wholesaling lots of phenomenal ancient coins out, world coins, and medieval coins, as well as some Renaissance European stuff. I think it'll be really fun. Thank you so much, Coin Collector Craig, Joe Mack, Marshall 2 Art. Everyone, have a great night. And signing off is Christian.